here comes the whole family, under the moon so bright. When darkness falls, they howl with all their might. They roam the woods with fur so wild and free. A family of werewolves howling in harmony. We're the whole family, a pack so tight. Underneath the stars, we howl through the night. Werewolves together, forever we'll be. Bound by blood in our family. From dusk till dawn, we hunt with stealth and grace. Our senses keen as we roam every place. Through forests deep and valleys wide, the whole family runs with werewolf pride. We're the whole family, a pack so tight. Underneath the stars, we howl through the night. Werewolves together, forever we'll be. Bound by blood in our family. Moonlight guides our way through the darkest hour. In our veins, the wolf's ancient power. Through generations, our legacy lives on. In the heart of the night, we'll howl as one. We're the whole family, a pack so tight. Underneath the stars, we howl through the night. Werewolves together, forever we'll be. Bound by blood in our family. The whole family, beneath the moon's glow. Through trials and triumphs, together we grow. In the realm of the night, we'll always belong. The whole family's howl forever strong.
Hello everyone, welcome back. So I see that you guys liked the slight voiceover in the last video, so I'm gonna kind of do that today. So in the last video, we left off with Demetrius sneaking out the house and going to his girlfriend's Ava house. So once the twins found out that he was gone, they went to the park behind their house where he usually hangs out with his friends to see if he was there. And of course he wasn't, so everybody was like, okay, it's only a couple places he could be. He's probably at his girlfriend's house, so let's go there. So then they all headed to Ava's house to go see him. And so once they reached Ava's house, which is their first time ever going to Ava's house, Ava's older sister Tanya came outside and she like instantly hugged Fetu, which kind of set Anya off a little bit because it's like, how do you instantly come up to him and hug on him? Like, how do you know each other? And so Fetu wasn't even really saying much. He just went in the corner and started talking to Tanya like Anya wasn't standing right there behind him. And so she's like watching the conversation like really confused because she's never met this girl. So how does he know her? And then so Demetrius came outside and he's instantly getting yelled at by Kaden because Kaden is like, why would you run away? And then so Ava came outside and said hey to Fetu, and Anya's like, okay, how do you know Fetu? Because although you've been to our house, you never met my boyfriend, so what's going on? And Tanya decided to start kissing on Fetu right in front of Anya, and it turns out that they've been messing with each other for a while now. That's how she knows him. So Anya had to walk away a little bit to calm down, because how you gonna kiss her in front of me like I'm not standing right here? And then so she had to go up to him and she was like, okay, I need to know what's going on. Like, why y'all kissing? Like, what's going on? And Fetu, like, he admitted it. He was like, you know, I messed with her. And so Anya went off. Like, she was upset. Like, what you mean you messed with her? We've been dating since the beginning of high school and you telling me you messed with this random girl? Like, what? And so she slapped the mess out of Fetu. You know, Jolene overhearing everything. Jolene, she kind of like protective of Anya now that they're friends. So she instantly started going off on Tanya like, how you gonna mess with a dude who got a whole girlfriend? Like, and then you standing here like you proud of it? And Tanya just like, well, it is what it is. I like him. We've been dating for a while and I don't care about you. And so Anya, you already know how Anya is. Anya don't play. And so for the girl talking back to her is honestly why Anya got upset, because Anya really wasn't going to fight over Fetu, but the girl got a smart mouth and Anya don't play about that. So Anya instantly went ham. She just started swinging on her, no regrets, and it was over with after that. And so while Anya was beating her up, the girl's mom and sister came outside. I don't know if they was trying to protect her or what. The sister got mad, which, I mean, I would get mad too if my sister was getting beat up. And so she changed and she was ready to also throw her hands with Anya. And it's like, how you throwing hands when your sister is in the wrong? So she came out there trying to be big with Anya and swing on her, but she missed, and Anya swung on her back, and that one hit was enough. She went and like literally fell out on the ground, and you would have thought it was over after that, but no, Tanya came back outside and was still trying to fight. So Anya just went ahead and just beat her down, because I don't think she understood after getting beat up the first time that you can't play with Anya. But Anya was like, I'll give you what you're looking for if that's really what you want. Like, it don't mean nothing to me. And so while Anya was also fighting Tanya, her sister tried to run up again, but you know, Tess had her back this time. So Tess jumped in the ring as well, which was surprising because I didn't think Tess could fight. But this is how Anya was feeling afterwards. She had drifted love from jealousy, caught the love of their life flirting with somebody else, and she was feeling hurt. Time might heal Anya's pain, but it still hurts for now. She don't like being a filler. She doesn't like how the conversation with everybody went. She's feeling powerful. And then she also got called out, I guess, because everybody thought she was being mean by fighting the girl. And then she got a new enemy, which is Tanya, which makes sense. So after their little scuffle and everything, they end up heading back home. And by this time, Ariel and the twins were back from their errands. And so Anya and Kaden and them eventually had to tell them everything, like the fact that Demetrius ran away and they had to go get him. And so they was telling them how Anya had to fight Tanya about Fetu. And Anya's dad, you know, he loved his little girl, so he instantly was like sad for her. So, you know, he had to hug on her. But they also still like were getting in trouble because when you let your brother run away, how did that happen? And not only that, when you left to get him, you left the triplets at home by themselves. Like nothing happened, they were still asleep. But you can't just leave kids at the house by themselves to go get somebody else. One of y'all should have stayed or something. And then so after that, Ariel, she had to go talk to Demetrius because she just slapped him because she was like, you know better. Like, why is you running away? And she honestly has been tired of him. He's been acting bad for like ever. So Ariel is done with all that nice talking to him. And then so again, Deacon is just like hugging on Anya. Like he's really sad that, you know, she found out her boyfriend was cheating on her. And he was like, don't worry, I'll handle it. But Anya was like, no, we know how you would handle it and we don't want that. So don't worry about it. It is what it is. I'm just glad I found out and wasn't continuing to look stupid. But they still got in trouble again for leaving the kids at home. But after that, everybody headed off to do their own thing. And that was the end of that day. And so a couple of days later, Kaden was at school and ended up seeing Fetu, but he chose to ignore him and just get his stuff out of his locker to get ready for class. And so he was just freshening up, you know, getting some breakfast. He was eating an apple out of his locker, you know, just trying to ignore Fetu, act like he didn't see him because ain't nobody trying to talk to him after what he just found out happened to his sister. But of course, Fetu ain't get the hint that Kaden was ignoring him. So right when Kaden was going to go to the bathroom, Fetu walked up to him and tried to talk to him and was like, Kaden, I understand what happened. Anya blocked me on everything. She's not answering my calls or texts. So I just really want to know if you can like talk to her for me and get her to respond to me so we can like talk. There's a lot I feel like we need to talk about. I feel like it ended badly and it didn't need to end like that. I feel like what happened can be fixed. Like I know I was in the wrong for talking to Tanya and like dealing with her for whatever reason, but I don't want to lose what I have with Anya. We've been together for years and I actually really love her, if you believe it or not. And Kaden just like, how you gonna say you love my sister but you cheated on her with this random girl like y'all wasn't dating for years? And I don't think I'm gonna tell her anything you said. And then so after saying his piece, Kaden was just finna walk away and like, but Fetu called him back and then had the nerve to yell at him like, I really need you to tell her what I said, and if you not, then you can just get out my face because I don't understand like why you even getting in the middle of it. It's our business. And Kaden was like, I know you ain't trying to intimidate me. Kaden is really peaceful, but he slapped the mess out of Fetu. And then he was like, you know what, I'm gonna do a little bit more than that because how you did my sister was wrong. So Kaden actually fought for like the first time ever. Kaden has never put his hands on nobody, but he actually actually was like, I'm gonna stand up for my sister. And I guess Fetu kind of knew not to hit him back or whatever. And then so after school or whatever, Kaden went and he was talking to Anya about what happened. And Anya was like, thank you so much for standing up for me. I know you're not really one for like confrontation or fighting, but I appreciate you actually doing something and like standing up to him and not letting him like yell at you to get me to talk to him. And Kaden was like, of course, I'm always gonna stand up for you. You my twin sister. You know, we like ride or die. And then so Kaden just got up so he can like hug on her a little bit because he does understand that she is literally going through like the worst time in her life. Like this is her first ever boyfriend. They've been dating for years and it turns out that he's cheating on her. And so in the middle of their talking, Anya did tell him that Tanya reached out to her and wanted to have a meeting so that they can talk. And she's going to meet up with her because she needs answers to her questions. And she just want to know like how long they were dating and stuff like that. So Kaden was like, okay, if you need me, call me. Just let me know how it goes. And Anya was like, of course. So then she got ready and headed to meet Tanya. And once Anya got to her meeting with Tanya, she wasted no time. She instantly sat down and she was like, okay, I got questions and I just want answers. So how long have you guys been dating? And Tanya told her, oh, we've been dating for like a year and a half. And I met him because I ran into his mom and she really liked me, so she introduced us. And then after that, we just started talking and been dating ever since. And Anya was like, so his mom is the one who introduced y'all, even though she know that we was together. And Tanya was like, I guess that was the case. Me and her talked and she said she doesn't really like you and she feel like me and Fetu would be better, and we have been a really great couple. He just was trying to figure out a way to tell you about us, and I was giving him time to do that. And I was like, how are you gonna sit there with a man who's in a relationship and start dating him and just go off his word that he was gonna break up with me, but it's been a year and a half and he has yet to do it? Like, what sense does that make to you? So I was like, he's a good man, I don't care. And at the end of the day, me and him are still talking. He said that was the interview, guys, and now me and him are like 100% official, so I really don't care how you feel about it. And I was like, you are like the dumbest girl I've ever met in my life. Like, how are you gonna sit here and like just believe him? Like, me and him haven't even officially broke up. I haven't talked to him since I left your house fighting you. But if you want him, you can have him, because it seems like he ain't nothing but a trifling man. And then so when they was talking, they did get their food brought up and they was just picking at each other. And Aya, she ain't gonna waste her money. Like, she gonna eat a little bit of the food, but she was like, girl, you just really trifling. I don't understand like where you coming from and like why you're still trying to be with him after everything that happened. Like, you see that he was kind of playing both of us. And Tanya's just like, I don't feel played. Like, I knew what I was getting myself into and I'm content with it being like this. You're the only one who's like standing between true love. And I was like, what do you mean true love? Y'all have literally only been dating a year and a half. Me and him been dating our entire high school year. If anything, what we had was official and true love. And then Tanya was like, yeah, whatever. I'm texting him right now and it is what it is. He told me not to worry about you. And I was like, you know what? You can have him. I don't want him. Do what you do. It is what it is. Glad we had our talk. Glad I got my questions answered. And so Anya was just gonna leave after that. But Tanya decided to say, you know what? It is what it is. I won him and that's all that matters to me. I don't care how you feel. He's my man now and do what you will. And Anya was like, girl, I'll try to leave amicably, but you want to get loud with me and try me? So I'm going to show you what I do to people who try me. And so you already know, Anya had to do what she usually do, and that was put her hands on her, which she wasn't even trying to do. And honestly, this was like the longest fight I have ever seen Anya get into. I thought it was going to be over. I had to like trim it down for TikTok, but I'm going to leave the full thing in here because Anya was not holding back anything when it came to fighting her. So after beating the mess out of Tanya, Anya decided that she wanted to finally go and talk to Fetu. So once Tanya limped up out of there, she headed over to Fetu's house. And once there, she was, still sad from the conversation, and he ended up coming outside to talk to her. And she was just like, before you say anything, I did sit down and talk to Tanya, and she told me that you guys have been dating a year and that you promised to finally be official with her after everything that happened. And while she was talking to him, he gonna get a text from Tanya and decided to respond to it right in front of her face. So she was like, okay, now I know you tripping and really be gassing this girl head up and everything she said was true. Because how you gonna respond to her in front of me when I'm trying to talk to you? And I honestly would have possibly tried to work it out with you, but you know what? It ain't even worth it. She can have you and you can have her. And why your mom just walked out of here, I guess she listened to our conversation or whatever. But I also want to say something to you, because how are you the one who introduced her to him? And then the mom tried to get loud with Anya, and Anya was like, you know what, F you Fetu and F your mom. Because what kind of woman introduces her son to a new girl knowing that he already got a girlfriend just because you don't like the fact that I'm a werewolf or whatever your reason was? But anyway, you're a terrible person just like your son. And just to finally finish this up, forget you Fetu, and I'm gonna make sure you know officially that we are over. This is the end of us. You can have Tanya. I hope y'all have a happy life and you ain't ever gotta worry about me. And then his mom, she was just like, it is what it is. I won what I wanted. And so she walked away, and Anya was just like, you losing the best thing of your life. And then she ran away. And then Fetu had the nerve to be sad. And then so after talking to Fetu, Anya went back home, and she was just honestly in her room, and she was just really sad because she did just break up with who she thought was the love of her life. So Ariel had to come in there and talk to her daughter, because Ariel did go through something similar as well in high school. Her ex-boyfriend Aiden cheated on her with her best friend, and well, not her best friend Raina, but one of her friends, Rhea, that was also a part of the group in high school. He cheated on her with her, and she ended up finding out, and she had to break up with him as well. So she understands the heartbreak that Anya is going through right now, and she just said, don't worry about it. There are other fish in the sea. As you can see, I fell in love with your dads after my heartbreak, so just know that there's gonna be someone out there for you. And plus, it's only high school. You have your whole life, so there's no need to end it all. And Anya, she felt it, but she was still in her dramatic era, so she did kind of just fall down dramatically to the ground. I was like, it's all over with. I lost the love of my life. And then Ariel's just like, calm down, girl. I promise you will be okay. And then Anya's like, okay, but can we just cuddle for a little bit? Because I really just need my mom. And then so that's pretty much the end of the video. I know I said it was going to be like a slight voiceover, but so much happened in this video. But that's it for now. Make sure you like and subscribe.
We'll always belong. The whole family's how forever it's wrong.